Yo, what's going on, guys? Happy Saturday. I'm just going to put a quick video together for the preview of this week and sort of something we can expect coming in the future. Just to get ourselves a little bit more organized now that we have a clear direction of where we're heading in the short term. So I just wanted to recap the previous week. This was a big week for the Bulls. We broke out of that sideways trading range that we were talking about for just about the entire week. I said I wouldn't want to get long until that broke. That was the 250-120 area. Top from these few sessions here. We finally broke out above that um, Friday session after the Fed spoke. The news wasn't really important, in my opinion. I think it was a little bit of more of like a relief, that there's some sort of future optimism coming from the Fed. Powell said that they weren't going to be shy to change, the current rate plan. That doesn't mean they're going to. So the market reacted in a way where they were sort of expecting it to change, and that could ultimately set up the market for a big disaster or disappointment in that case. But we do have to keep in mind on the daily chart, our MACD finally is posting some green momentum here. Like I said, we did break out of that 250-20 range, which was a bit of a resistance area, sideways neutral trend after creating a short-term bottom. We did break out of that, and we do have some upside room. So I'm going to go over our upside targets, but first I want to cover our downside. We did find the bottom here at about 235.38. It did stretch quite a bit, but I want to bring you guys over to last year. Well, actually 2017, now that it's 2019. I want to show you where that bottom came into play. I got to go to the 2-year chart. Down in this range, it was a gap, quite a bit of support and resistance in this area. That ultimately found the bottom piece for our short-term bottom now down in this level. Oh wait, that's not right. I'm looking at the wrong line. This is the line, 235.38. Bottom here, resistance here. It was quite a important level, and that's where our short-term bottom came in. Down here in 235.38. So if our supports break this week and some news comes out to change the overall trend right now in the short term, we do have a decent amount of size, this decent amount of room to the downside. With that being said, momentum's changing over towards the upside. We still have to clear our EMAs. We did get above it Friday session on the slow EMAs, so we're gonna have to see how those decide, how they want to cross, what's gonna happen there. So with that being said, we really have some sort of upside room. Like the biggest resistance area is probably going to be this previous base at around 259.60 from when we were trading sideways in this range here for about a month, 2 months. That's going to be our upside target. Obviously, we're going to have little mini patches of support and resistance on the way there. I have them all marked for us. They're going to be written out in chat. It's a bit easier to mark them down like that. But we do have quite a bit of resistance at the 253 range. That was main resistance on Friday's session. If that does break, we have quite a bit of upside potential to the 254 range. Let me find a better chart here. This is the hourly. From about the 253 up to about these levels here. So 253.80, 254.50, and then a nice jump to 255.60. We have quite a bit of room to the upside. Keep that in mind. And then if 255.60 breaks, we go to 257.60. There is a lot of upside potential. You guys have to keep that in mind, that we can't have a bias going into the week. I wouldn't be surprised if we tried to pull back and maybe consolidate on this previous base. We'll have to see. We do need a bit more confirmation that this breakout is going to confirm. Will definitely depend. It'll definitely depend on the open Monday where those futures are going to be opening, because we could very well open up back below that range and retrace the test some bottom supports. We have support at 246.90, which was a big resistance number throughout that week. We were trading that pretty heavily, and then down to the 243.60 range as well. So there is room on both ways. It's going to be a very good trading market in the future. Things are going to get exciting, but I just wanted to give a quick little roadmap. We do have the MACD crossing on the upside. So the MACD on the weekly is also posting, a bottoming out pattern here. We have a higher low, and we do have a nice hammer candle on the weekly chart. So next week could be pretty big. We could, essentially move up and test that 259 range. As you can see, based off the weekly, there's really not much resistance in the way. So we'll take it one day at a time. Of course, one resistance mark at a time. That's how we always do it. That's the best way to become profitable and securing profits along the way. But I am looking forward to it. It should be an exciting week. And yeah, just wanted to send that over to you guys and get us all prepared. So I'll see you guys on Monday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.